By now, assuming you haven't been living under a rock, you will be aware of the events in Las Vegas, the brutal murder of scores of people by a 64-year-old man shooting at concert-goers from his hotel window before turning the gun on himself. The mainstream media has been having a shit fit trying to figure out what motivated this man, Stephen Paddock. People are always going to ask why after such events. And of course, it's expected, it's customary for a country's leader to come out and make a statement. And you'll see this every time there is a terror attack or a mass shooting or some sort of senseless act of brutality killing many people. A president or prime minister standing before the people and declaring that our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families, and we will come together, we will unite, etc. Not surprising is the religious language by Trump the other day, calling it an act of pure evil. In reality, it was neither pure nor evil. There is no such thing as evil in the dualistic Abrahamic sense. It's not a word that I use to describe cowardly, brutal, or reprehensible behaviour. And when I do hear atheists or agnostics or self-proclaimed skeptics using the word, I kind of cringe a little. What can't be denied, though, is that it has a very real effect on the listener, the audience. It's emotive. From the outside looking in, perhaps I'm wrong about this, but every time a mass shooting happens in the United States, at least now in the age of social media, such events don't tend to unite people. What tends to happen is, on the Republican side, they run the playbook. Call for prayers and praise the emergency services, then trot out the tired line of guns don't kill people, people kill people. A gun is but a tool. Shitty cliche that is. Then maybe they can shift the focus onto Islamic extremism or mental health if the killer was a white guy. Then, if possible, they can talk about the need for more gun carriers to avoid tragedies in the future, yeah. The problem is that there is not enough people walking around armed to the teeth. But that last part might be difficult to weave into the narrative in the case of this Las Vegas mass murder event. Then on the other side you have the Democrats calling for stricter gun controls, saying prayers are not enough, which is right, of course, but given the history, the constitution and the culture of the US, getting sensible firearm restrictions written into law is clearly something that's going to be very difficult. Very difficult. It's a sad truth that in the long term, history remembers the killers, their names, their faces. The victims are forgotten, for the most part. It's the psychopaths, the narcissists, the killers that capture the headlines and the public imagination. What's this guy's past? What turned him into a bloodthirsty monster? And so on. Murderous violence sells newspapers and it fuels the 24/7 news cycle. It says something about our species, I think. And yeah, it's by no means exclusive to Western civilization. No. Anyway, let me know what you're thinking in the comments if you like. I'd be interested to hear your take on this. And on that note, I'll bid you a good day. See you later, folks.